Here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Switch. Check 99. Check 99. Joker. Hey, ball.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 45 on second down, Trubisky looking deep. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down, 30 base. Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, Alpha. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I got you.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Now.
Here's McSorley to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Let's go. 50, plant. Here we go. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check man.
3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go. 90 Wolf. Pilot 64. Weak. Let's go.
Running right, Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the run. Hey, Delta.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch the safety creep. Watch out. Ran. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You better be afraid.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Alert. Check 3.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Check.
8 yards on the shot.
You can't block me. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Watch the run. Move. Check hot route. Hot. Shady weapon. Ran. Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this is caught by Watkins. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Kill. Hey, 18. Hey, turn it up. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check, 6-6, pull it high.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the counter, here's Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got it. 45, Mike, 45. Coming to you. Hey, high 7. 45 to Mike. I'm on. Check, 45 to Mike. Now.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Able to slither by. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Exit. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Switch. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play. Jones has it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10, it's McSorley. Complete to Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3 down. 58, right over there.
Throwing is McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to him on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Break it up. 54 Mike. Hey, 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 hey. Kill, kill, kill. Check 52. Ran, go. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Let's put him on the buses. Lock in, lock in. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Mike 5-4. Lock in, lock in. Mike 5-4. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over one.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 63 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, it's Cullen looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bucs 38-yard line.
Check. Watch the before. Target. 36. Hey, ball. Check 3. Switch it. Move. Switch it.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Sammy Watkins, 35 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch the edge. Quick dash, quick dash. Come, come. Under 10, under 10.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 13. Check 13. Check, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Ricky, 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 Ricky. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Come on now, let's go!
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.